Hello everyone, my name is Tania Hartanto, and today I will be presenting my capstone project, which will be titled Take Me Back Collection. This interactive video installation preserves childhood nostalgia by collecting and showcasing stories from my family and loved ones. Through a custom built console and a video game inspired interface, the project transforms personal memories into an interactive experience, which will invite audiences to reflect on their past in a playful yet meaningful way. So I'll start by explaining first the concept and design choices. This project again explores childhood nostalgia through an interactive video installation featuring interviews with people who have shaped my life, and my goal is to create a space where personal memories are preserved and appreciated and allows audiences to connect with their own past through shared experiences. And how does this design relate to the concept? The visuals and interactive elements are going to be inspired by 90s to early 2000s video game aesthetic, a time that defined many of our childhoods. To enhance the sense of nostalgia, I am going to be designing a custom built console that incorporates mechanical controls such as buttons, joysticks, potentiometers, dials, and sliders, things like that are reminiscent of older gaming devices. These tactile interactions will create a deeper sensory connection, making nostalgia not just visual and auditory, but also physical. And so, by combining old school game aesthetics with personal storytelling, I aim to make the experience immersive and emotionally engaging. So, the installation doesn't just present memories, it also invites participants to interact with them. Okay. Next, I'm going to discuss why the concept and theme matters and why this project matters and who it's for. So, this project is deeply personal to me because I've always been a sentimental person. I love looking back at old memories. But beyond my own nostalgia, I'm also very fascinated about how different people relate to their past. Some people I know rarely think about their childhood, while others really long for it. So, I wanted to create something that encourages people to pause and appreciate those playful, simple moments of their youth. And so, I will explain why this video game format is the visuals that I'm going to be achieving. So video games are a common thread across generations. My grandparents had consoles in their homes because my parents grew up playing video games, and so did my siblings and I. Even my boyfriend, whose family I also included in this installation, whose video interviews I'm going to be including in this installation, has fond memories of going to his grandmother's house to play video games, and those consoles still exist there today. This shared nostalgia for gaming technology makes it the perfect medium to explore and relive childhood memories. By gamifying this experience, I'm creating an interactive world where memories are going to be preserved and cherished. Rather than passively watching these interviews, the audience can actually actively engage with them, navigating through a video game inspired interface to unlock different stories. And the goal is to provide them with an immersive space where people can reflect on their own past while experiencing the memories of others. And so, for the setup, for the design and the visuals, I try to make it seem as familiar as old video game interfaces, and also things that are probably very familiar in terms of visuals. And for the physical setup, I've been inspired by retro futuristic aesthetics and vintage technology. I've researched old televisions, classic gaming consoles, and mechanical controllers to design a setup that feels both nostalgic and interactive. And this is my planned installation layout. Since I have never used Unity, I started my mock-up as a 3D model in Rhino 3D, which is the software I'm most comfortable with for modeling. This helped me visualize how the different components such as the screen, console, and controller will come together in the final installation. And the users will interact with it with the custom built controller, which includes buttons, potentiometers, and mechanical dials and switches, and these inputs will allow them to navigate through the stories, and it will trigger different interviews and memories, and the interface will function like a classic game, making the experience both personal and immersive. So far, I've made some progress on several aspects of the projects. First, I've compiled interview videos. I've already assembled the interview footage, but I plan to add historical and environmental clips to provide context rather than just seeing the interviews' faces. The audience will experience their surrounding and time periods that shape their childhood memories. And I've also built an early interactive version using P5.js. This prototype allows users to navigate between different stories, but I am refining the interface for a smoother and more immersive experience. I've tested potentiometers as well for interaction and plan to expand the input options by incorporating more buttons, switches, and other mechanical components to enhance the tactile experience. And I also designed and 3D printed an initial version of the controller housing. However, I found the design too plain, so I'm working on a redesigned version with a more retro-futuristic aesthetic to better fit the project's theme. And so I've also tried to refine the visuals and UI, so I'm adding depth, animations, and interactive elements to make the interface more engaging. And this is the prototype that I have so far. I designed this using HTML, JavaScript, to in VS Code to create a video game inspired experience. And as I continue developing this project, I'll be adding more visuals, refining more navigation, and ensuring that the interactive elements feel nostalgic and engaging. And so right now, once I finalize all input components, I will design and fabricate the final physical controller because the interactions currently rely on keyboard input, but the goal is to transition fully to a tactile interface. And I want to integrate additional media such as videos, audio clips, and animations as well to enhance the storytelling experience. And also, I'm planning to add other props to my setup. So I will be adding some sort of casing for the cartridge, for the fake cartridge that I will be including to kind of fabricate more of this experience of playing a video game. And this disc container will contain a design that resembles a disc container for video games and also CDs and DVDs and things alike. And also I will also add an instruction manual that tells a little bit about the project. Well, it will look like an instruction manual, but it's really a guide to what my project is, what it's about, and how people can use it. And so by the end of the semester, I hope that I can have to all the interactive elements that I want to add and have a fully functional interactive installation.